Station, my brothers. Good to have y'all. Dope intro from the best co-host in the land, fucking rockin' Robbie, my man.
Station. What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Good to have you, bro. Fucking, it's still surreal that you're back.
Oh, come on, man. I've been on more of these things than I've not been.
I know,
come on.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah. But don't worry, man. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. We got us another guest tonight. First time on the channel, even though I've been on your channel plenty of times with them. So awesome as hell to get him on here. And you could give him a early thanks for when we do the Puppet Master box set, because my man hooked me up for my birthday and got me that Puppet Master box set and the whole full moon subscription. So welcome. Hammer time.
Happy Ultraman Day. It's Ultraman Day today, by the way.
Is it?
55 years of Ultraman. It's officially Ultraman Day today.
Wow.
So there's a bunch of streams. Watch this, then go watch one of the Ultraman streams. But don't leave this. Watch this first.
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of stuff going on, big announcements, and a bunch of stuff going on for Ultraman's birthday.
Yeah, I saw you made a post in the PCP Army about it, and
it didn't fly over too well. I don't think there's a lot of Ultraman fans. It didn't go over too well. Not a lot of.
I don't have an answer, so I was going to be like the dude with the fin on his head.
Yeah. So we're here to review Chopping Mall. Oh, now I'm forgetting the year. Chopping Mall. 1986.
1986.
Is this dude? This feels like a straight up Corman flick.
It is.
I know it's Vestron.
Corman-y.
But I know
Corman was
was he one of the producers?
I think. Well, I don't know if he's listed as a producer, but I think Vestron was like his company back then.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Vestron worked heavily with Full Moon, but that was before they were Full Moon. I forget what they were called before that. It was like when they did Dolls, they were called something else.
Yeah. But I know that Roger Corman has something to do with this, because the director of this film had a meeting with him, and Roger was giving. What's that?
Jim Wynorski. He's done a bunch of Corman flicks.
Yeah. And so, like, this was one of his earlier ones, I think, maybe his first one with Corman, and he was super nervous, and Corman was there for, like, the first few days, and he's like, all right, you guys got it. And, I mean, actually, the movie, for being this, I mean, obviously, this movie's a weird stretch, okay? But it's a rather enjoyable weird stretch, and it's very efficiently directed, like, for sure.
Oh, yeah. For being an amateur director, it looks like it's a second film. He did a really good job, I thought.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jim Wynorski fans. I know Deathstalker 2 is one he did. You know, it's kind of like barbarian movies that Corman did back in the day.
Yeah. He also did a lot of sequels. Like, there's a lot of films that have sequels where they're like, oh, we need a director? They'll do it.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing would be one of those.
He did Return to Swamp Thing, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He did a shit ton of movies. If you look at his filmography, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
he's done a lot of movies. A lot of them though were sequels. He's done so many goddamn sequels. His most successful films, I think, were sequels. But he's done a lot of films. Like holy God, he's done so many films.
What are some of them?
He did one of the Ghoulie sequels.
Nice.
He did the Slumber Party Massacre sequel.
I thought it was Sorority Row Massacre.
Oh, you know what? You might be right. I might be
Obviously, a completely different Corman franchise.
Yeah.
Because they're in college.
Yeah. That's the difference.
Yeah, I'm probably misremembering. I have to look them up, to be honest with you.
Oh, I thought you had it in front of you. My bad.
No, I didn't have it in front of me. Let me pull it up here. He did. Sorority House Massacre 2. And then Ghoulies 4.
Oh,
I knew he did Ghoulies.
I didn't know there was 4. I didn't know how many Ghoulies films there were. I know the first 3. I didn't know there was a 4th. Was there more than that?
I think it's just the 4.
Okay, so he did the 4th one. But again, I was a big Swamp Thing fan as a kid. I think everybody was. And we know 2 is not as good as the original film. But I have a special place for the second film, especially, isn't it Heather Locklear?
Yeah.
So.
Subway Slam, Entropy, Fable.
What's up, everybody in the chat? PCP Army, Dylan Knights. What's up?
Hey, yo. So horror news this week, bro. We talked about them last week. The Halloween 4K's coming. But yo, I didn't know they were gonna be Scream Factory first off. And remember, I was saying what's up with 1 to 4. They finally announced that they were gonna do 1 to 5. Still bummed because I wish we could have got 6, 7, and 8, or at least 6 and 7.
Well, they get rights issues with that right now.
I know. But really, I would have taken I wanted H2O in there, man. So bad. But I love Halloween 6. But I'm like, dude, I just finished the collection on Blu-ray, and now I gotta buy them on 4K. I haven't done it yet, but I want them. I just want the posters, though. I don't need like the vinyls and pins.
The real cool thing is that as soon as this news came out, like all of a sudden, all of these Halloween Scream Factory box sets appeared on eBay.
Yeah, like
so that's been driving the price down a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you and I have is the Scream Factory ones.
We do, but we have the one that it's in 2 cases.
I've been wanting. I was about to pull the trigger on that, and now I'm actually kind of glad I just waited. Because if I wanted anything, it's gonna be those 4K ones or the actual 10 set,
Yeah.
Not the condensed one. I really I've thought I would never get the 10 set, only the condensed, because it's like fucking $600, dude.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous now.
It's ridiculous.
It's cheaper now. It's like $400.
Isn't the condensed set overpriced too now? Isn't that out of print?
Oh, the condensed is like $120. It's not too bad.
Okay,
it's still a little bit. It was probably like $80 in the store. It's not as big. I could have got it for like $90, and I missed out, and I was debating on it because I already own them, and I was like, do I really need it? So it was really for the features, and that doesn't come with all the features that the 10 disc one has a lot more features, but the condensed one, they take maybe I don't know, you get maybe like half of the features, I'd say. Maybe. I don't know. I don't
know if it's as drastic as half, but there's some different versions.
Maybe 65% of them you get.
Aren't there different released individually, right? I mean, you can get them individually now. Yeah. Okay, because that was the problem.
Not from Scream Factory, from Dimension.
But the Friday the 13th set, before the new set came out, you couldn't buy them all individually. That was a big problem. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can't buy H2O and Resurrection individually.
Oh, really?
If you do H2O on the Blu-ray by itself, it's like $70 to $100. Resurrection is the same shit, dude. I was like, because I always owned the DVD, and then over time I've lost some, and I was like, wait, what are we talking? $70 to $100 for Resurrection on Blu-ray? The fuck are we? What world are we living in, dog? I'm like, how aren't they just pushing these out?
Bruh, it's like Pokemon. Catch them all.
So for those, I have like a 3-pack. I never bought them separate. So I'm a little bummed about that because, you know, when they're on one disc, they don't look as good as if they were on just one disc. You're not getting that high resolution.
Yeah. Some of the shitty compression when you fit them on the disc.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I used to have Halloween 6 and H2O on one disc, and I sold that because I got a better copy, like a brand new copy of the 3-pack. And I wasn't thinking about it, and I should have just kept them both, honestly, because I fucking love Halloween. So I'm about to get them 4Ks, dog. I'm just waiting to pull this.
Just gonna keep fucking and just wait. They're gonna do a goddamn set. Man, you're a sucker.
I'll get that set too.
I'm sure Halloween 5 looks great on 4K.
That poster looks dope, dog.
Nah, I'm happy for you, bro.
Well, dude, I mean, if I would get the first 3. The first 3 are like must have. 4 and 5 I could live without.
But bro, I don't have a 4K TV, so I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even actually know.
See, that's why. Like now I got a 4K TV and I got a 4K player. I got the Dolby Atmos. I got the Dolby Vision. So I'm like, yo, I can actually. It's actually worth it. You know.
Worth it.
Kinda.
Yeah, I can't do that because I have my projector's 1080p, and so is my receiver that I use for the projector. So if I replace the projector and the receiver, so I'm stuck on 1080p for a while because I just don't want to lay out the cash.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
hard to sacrifice my 3D projector for a 4K projector that's more expensive that doesn't do 3D. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Get yourself just a regular TV though. Like $300.
For movies, I like the projector, man.
Yeah, why don't you get a 4K for in front of the treadmill, John? By the way, watching sports on John's projector and watching 3D movies, when we watched Creature from the Black Lagoon, it was like a cube of water. It was just so freaking awesome. Remember that,
John? We're going to watch Amityville, man. When are you coming over?
I don't know, man. We're going to have to figure it out.
Let's figure it out.
But not on a live show, right?
No, let's spend a half hour trying to figure this out.
Now, I know that last week, I think Dylan mentioned that Elvira's Haunted Hills is getting a release.
Yeah.
That they're doing a limited edition autographed poster edition.
Oh, that's cool.
Like $75, and you get the movie, and then you get an autographed poster. I was like, But then I looked on her website, and you can get anything signed for basically they're about $45.
Oh, so she's not very picky about autographing things.
Everybody now has a website where you can just buy autographed stuff. If all you care about is having an autographed picture, which that's cool, meeting the person is a part of it to me. But
yeah,
I don't know if she is ever going. You know, she's getting up there, man. I don't know how much longer she'll be. She seems like very youthful and filled with energy, though. Still, at least when she's got like 80 pounds of makeup, and she's, you know what I'm saying, like, and like what you do what it takes to get show ready, right? But I don't know. I've always wanted to meet Elvira, and I haven't yet.
Yeah,
dude,
it's part of pop culture, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be dope, dude. It says MVD. It's like a Blu-ray company. They're putting out Jack Frost 2: Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman. I didn't even know there was a Jack Frost 2.
Yeah, and I am sad that now I know that there was.
Wow, it's getting a Blu-ray.
Does the first Jack Frost have a?
It does. It's got one from Vinegar Syndrome, I believe.
Oh, well, yeah, it does. You're right. Does Uncle Sam Want You Dead have a Blu-ray release?
Uncle Sam?
Yeah, remember that one? Uncle Sam Want You Dead?
Is that the one by Larry Cohen and
Is that a Larry Cohen? I just remember working at Hollywood Video.
Cohen did the script, and I forget who directed it. I think it was the guy.
I remember working at Hollywood Video, and both Jack Frost and Uncle Sam Want You Dead had like these like holographic lenticular covers.
Blue Underground did Uncle Sam. I know that because I was gonna buy it.
Nice.
I just call it Uncle Sam though. But he does. It does say I Want You Dead.
That's a fun. You ever see that, John?
No, I haven't. That's a great book.
It's terrible.
It's a terrible movie, but it's ridiculous. It's like a 4th of July themed.
Nice
horror film.
You need the horror film. It makes sense.
I haven't seen it in like 20 years. It was a Hollywood Video Day, so it's like 2001.
Jesus, you're so old, Robbie.
So are you, bruh.
Bro, you gotta watch Blood-Sucking Freaks. Yo, they're doing, I think, a 4K on your Star Trek movies.
Yeah, I got all that shit on Blu-ray already, so I'm good.
Of course you do.
What I did hear, though, I mean, Star Trek's not necessarily horror, but since you brought it up, they are releasing the extended director's cut of the motion picture on Blu-ray, which I'm very excited about.
Nice.
Because the one thing I do think that movie needs, and I'm not being sarcastic, is for it to be longer and more drawn out.
Yeah, right.
I'm not.
The one where they show Shatner's dong, the extended cut.
No, but they allude to it when they show the Enterprise, and the introduction of the Enterprise is like a I don't know, like probably like a 6-minute scene that feels like it's 15.
That sounds amazing.
I love it.
Goldsmith is good.
Me and Goldsmith saw it in the theater on its like 30th anniversary or 35th or 40th or something. I don't remember.
Oh, so the extended was in the theater, just not released on Blu-ray?
Oh no. We watched the regular one, but I've seen the extended because I still have it on DVD.
Oh, just thinking of Blu-ray release. Okay.
Yeah, not yet, but now it will. So that's cool.
Scream Factory announced another title too, collector's edition for Alone in the Dark. I never seen it, but it looks pretty cool.
That was one I remember hearing about it, but I never watched it.
It has like a little Jason freaking kind of. You probably can't really see it, but it's got like a little Jason like mask in the background.
Out of all of the Scream news this week, it's the Elvira one is the one that I was the most excited for. So I'm definitely going to get that to go along with my Mistress of the Dark.
Well, how much is the Blu by itself? Like, how much are you really paying for that poster?
Well, the Blu-ray is probably going to... I don't know what it's going for pre-order right now.
It's like the same amount. I looked, and they're usually like the same amount. You just have to pay up front with Scream Factory.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon will have it for the same, but it's like... It'll probably be like... They're usually like 27 to 30-ish.
Okay, so really... Okay, that seems reasonable, I think, with the signpost. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like that much.
Oh, yeah, because then you basically think that you get something signed by Elvira, it's going to cost you like $45-$50. You add that to the cost of Blu-ray, and it seems to work out.
Is the poster nice? It's the poster that's signed, right?
I think the poster is the cover, right?
Yeah.
Which is really, really nice.
Okay.
It's Elvira, and it's her Haunted Hills.
You remember that poster that came with the Friday 13th box set pre-order or whatever? And I didn't like that poster. The poster sucked.
I didn't get it.
I didn't get that one either. I didn't get the limited edition.
Yeah,
they had two. They had one where it's like the girl, you know, like sleeping on the lake in the boat, like, and Jason's like about to pop out, and then they had like the box set art, which that was the best one to me. But it was a sideways poster, and I don't always like the sideways posters because they're fucking hard as hell to put like find spots for
and to find frames for.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, John. Good to see you, my brother. I'm trying to think. Oh, The Thing is getting a 4K release, but not from Scream Factory, so I'm not even worried about that. I got The Thing. It would be cool to have on 4K, but I'd rather have the Scream Factory.
I think it'd be cool to have it on VHS.
That would be really cool. I actually might have it on VHS, to be completely honest.
You have a way to play it though?
No,
yeah,
I just
have
like
VHS, but I don't have what are they, the TCLs or whatever, the square TVs. I used to have a couple of them, and I always wanted to keep just one, and my dad fucking threw them all away.
Oh, like an old CRT.
CRT, yeah.
Just because, like, for like, if you ever get in a nostalgic phase and you want to watch some VHSs, or you know,
and it's good to have if you got like an Atari or something.
Exactly. We don't have one, but you know, we did get a GameCube, and they were playing it on the big TV. I'm like, it don't look right on this. You got to put it on like the square TVs, but they're gone now. I'm sure you can get them pretty cheap, but it's like when I see one that I'd have to buy for like $100, I'd be like, dude. I had like 3 that we just threw away.
I honestly think they're a bit overpriced now. From where you used to be able to find them at pawn shops all the time, and now it's
basically throw them away.
Yeah, it's basically a thing now too. Like retro gaming is big, and people want the TVs to go with it, right?
Yeah, you're 100% right. The retro gaming is why the price has gone up on those. And then you got them; they're heavy. You can't buy them online. You got to get them local because they're heavy. They ship.
Yeah, you can't ship that shit, man.
It wouldn't be worth it. Like, oh, it's $100. It's $200 a ship.
Right. Yeah, right. How the fuck are you gonna ship one of those? That's crazy.
I would love one though, right, for some old school gaming. Robbie's right on the money. I don't care about watching old school movies. I want to watch those in the best resolution on a big screen. But the old school gaming, I want a CRT for that.
Exactly. That's what, because I actually tried. I was playing some VHSs, and I'm like, this is like, I want to see the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, this
because they sacrifice things to get to VHS. You know what I'm saying? The quality. But those games were designed for CRTs in the first place. That's a little different cup of tea.
It's the only way to play Duck Hunt.
Yeah, it's true.
You got any news this week, Robbie?
The only thing I talked about it on the wrap up this morning, but have you guys heard about the Night of the Animated Dead? Where
I didn't until you.
Oh, he's doing the bit.
Is he doing the bit or does he lose connection?
I think he's doing the bit. But Night of the Animated Dead is from everything I could tell, it's a remake of Night of the Living Dead, but animated. And I'm like, I would rather have like something like Batman Gotham Knight or the Animatrix, right? Where like somebody, like maybe you get some different people coming in and doing like different stories set on that night that the outbreak happens.
There's gotta be a lot more that goes on in that world at that time. That would be, you're right. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that would be a great idea, but it seems like they're just remaking the movie. Animated. Yeah. And it's Night of the Animated Dead. Ooh, I get it. That's hilarious. Like, I feel like that's a missed opportunity. Yeah. But have you also noticed that since Romero has passed, and I don't know how I feel about this, but since Romero has passed, there's been a lot of shit coming out from, I think, his son and his wife or whatnot. And I don't know all the ins and outs, but there's been a lot of comic book properties for heavy metal and things like that. And they're apparently finishing Twilight of the Dead. And there was the amusement park finally got found mysteriously and released. And I think Romero never wanted it really to be released. It's just, I don't know, man. There's a whole air right now of the Romero estate that just makes me I don't know. Something smells off to me. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just like milking it. And I get it. Like do it if you can do it. Right. But like, you know, and it's nice to have to have George's legacy help his family. Right. Obviously, but don't put out subpar product when it's Romero's name's attached to it, man. Cause he's got a legacy, bro. You know?
I agree 100%, man. It's a big franchise that I think is more valuable than they're giving it credit for. And I think they should do some of the stuff like you suggested. There's a lot of opportunity there. Don't just put out schlock for the sake of the dollar.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of schlock, Dylan's still down.
Dude, it's been annoying.
We gotta get you better internet, Dylan.
You can't hear me?
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
I know that.
Well, we can hear you, but it sounds kind of echoey.
Robot-y.
Yeah, you sound like a robot.
This happened on Comics Revisited to me, and I was out for like, I hated it.
Just keep talking, bro, and I'll be right back.
All right, man. So, well, we're going to be talking about. I mean, there's no other horror movie news I can think of. So, John, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. How was your 4th? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, 4th, I guess, was fine. What did I do? I streamed, just hung out. I think we watched Die Hard. I watched Die Hard.
All right.
Tonight I watched Die Hard. We covered Die Hard last night on PCP Movie Night.
Yeah.
Next week is Fifth Element. The poll winner. The poll winner.
It looks like the Keanu movie looks like Point Break is leading right now, pretty far.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that because it ends tomorrow, I'm pretty sure it's a safe bet that Point Break won. You want to join us for that one?
I might actually. I like Point Break. And
it's a good movie. It's basically just Point Break, though. Let's be honest. Point Break is just Fast and the Furious without fast cars.
It's true. Yeah. They had that like formula before Fast and Furious. Like, let's take this and add cars.
That's exactly what they did. And then for Tokyo Drift, they were like Karate Kid, but with cars.
Dylan's back. Fast 9. But I keep hearing a lot of bad things about Fast 9.
No, they don't know what they're talking about. That movie's meant to be bad.
Well, maybe. I love the series.
We're about to give a glowing review to Shopping Mall. I don't think we can fucking say shit. Okay.
Well, I haven't seen it, so I can't say anything. So, but I mean, they're at 9 movies, so I mean, if they got a little stale on one of them, it's not because all of them are actually pretty good, to be honest.
That's debatable, but we'll see.
Well, that's preference is more what they would call it, son.
69, dude.
All right, let's get into Chopping Mall, my brother. So, 1986, this came out. Fucking, we got Barbara Crampton and Kelly Maroney, two big ones. Like, just, I always forget too that Barbara Crampton's in it, and as always, man, she gives us the goods. But before I spout it off, I gotta hear what my man Hammer Time thought about Chopping Mall. But
I mean,
son.
Just so my overall thoughts about it.
Yeah, you just a little overview.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. It was a film I liked as a kid, and I told Robbie, we're talking. You know, you get like music is associated with a girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. You know how things get association and memories. I was telling him there was I remember watching it on TV, and this is like 1990, and my mom was out with my aunt shopping, and they gave me a package for some reason. They always got me something when they were out, and it was rubber mice and rubber cheese as a toys, and I associate that for some reason when I see this movie. I'm thinking of those damn rubber mice and because I've always saw toy rubber mice, but I've never saw a toy rubber cheese before.
And you were like, "No, Mom, I wanted biker mice from Mars."
No, I specifically wanted at the time Angela Ames. After watching them anyway. Angela Ames, I can't pronounce. Anyway, I thought it was fun the second time around, or the third time around, or the fourth time around I've seen it. I still don't get the fact that their initial thing was like, let's try to escape out of here. And then at some point in time, they give up. Like, we're going to fight the robots head on, because they definitely had opportunities to get away, by the way, that they squandered. And I thought that was odd, because those robots aren't the fastest robots.
It was locked down.
I know it was locked down, but they were going to go through the vents, and then they just give up on the vents really quickly.
Yeah, they did.
And they decided they were going to fight the robots head on.
Yeah, you're right. Barbara Crampton freaks out, and she goes down there, and then they never attempt that plan again.
They never attempt after that to decide.
In fact, the only plan they have is to keep repeatedly shooting guns at these robots, which they never learn doesn't work.
It really doesn't work.
I was surprised, though, that if you see any movie of like the last 20 years, all the stuff in the mall is like fake names. And this one was shot at a real mall, and you see like McDonald's, you see like real businesses. I love that, because
there's still some fake stuff in there though, right? Because there's a plate. There was one I kept looking at them. There was one that was like House of Almond.
Yeah, there's some fake stuff, but there's a lot of real stuff that
real mall,
B-roll, like the B-roll stuff is all like real businesses. So that was cool to see that. And
there's this there's a package of a product at some point I saw, and it looks like it says it's a cock starter.
What?
Did you notice that? It's in the background. I think it's meant to be like a cockadoo like starter kit or something like that. Like it's in a pet store or something, I think. Or I don't know, but like what you see is cock starter. That's intentional. They knew what they were doing with this movie.
Yeah. I definitely love the fact that it was shot at a real mall, and that they did it like at night when the mall was closed, you know, very Kevin Smith style. And I enjoyed it in the rewatch, man. It's a fun film. And this came out in 86, which is the same year as Short Circuit.
Yep.
So you got robot movies competing. I don't know what time of the year they came out, but it's obviously a different approach. You know what I'm saying? But I think the technology when it comes to like the robot and everything are very similar. You know, you got the tracks, you got the things that come out. I was really surprised though that like they do that dart thing at the beginning to kill those people like in the back of the neck, and then later on you find out they can shoot fucking lasers and blow that girl's head up. Wait, they can shoot lasers? Why didn't they do that at the beginning? And the laser is the ultimate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it on the rewatch, man. I think it's a fun film. You gotta let some of the plot points don't make a lot of sense. You gotta let some of them go. and don't think too hard about it. But I think it's a cool concept.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Was there no escalators? I saw stairs and elevators. Were there no escalators in this?
There were escalators.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing that.
There are escalators.
That's where the one guy gets killed. The guy fucking that he's like all broken up drinking and shit because his Barbara Crampton got killed. I forget what his name was, but it was the guy that was messing with Barbara Crampton.
I think his name was Chad, maybe Kyle.
Yeah. They were all like fun. The guys were like funny. I don't know, they're all something. But Robbie, this isn't your first time seeing this, correct?
No, not at all.
Before? Okay.
Yeah. I love this movie. It's so stupid. I hadn't seen it in a long time. All right. And I had a blast watching it. And for those, if you haven't seen the movie, it's about these kids. Some of them work at this mall and they're going to all party. And they have a party at this like furniture store. And basically that party winds up with them all like fucking on these model beds, it's like so weird, but whatever. And so there's the security system. There are these killer robots, one on each floor. There's 3 of them. And it's a crazy mall. I love that about this. You watch it and you get to see like what the heyday of the mall was like. You get to remember it, man. And like, it was wild, man. And so now there's like they just get struck by lightning or some shit. So like the robots go crazy and they just start killing all these people. But
they waited at the end of the night to start murdering. You know what I'm saying? They killed the 2 security guards, but when they got hit with electricity, it was during when the mall was open. They never attempted to kill any of the patrons. You notice that?
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, I don't even know. I mean, it was the lightning probably like an afterthought because like it all starts with Dick Miller, good old Dick Miller, the janitor.
Dude, I love that guy.
And they're supposed to show him the badge, and he's like a dick about it and won't do it, and then gets like electrocuted to death, right? And that's a funny little bit. I love the movie. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. Like, don't be like, oh, Rock and Robbie said this movie was good, and watch it be like, this movie was dumb. Yeah, it's dumb, but it knows it's dumb, and it takes advantage of that. It's got one of the best moments in an 80s horror film when that chick gets her head exploded.
Oh my God, I love that.
It totally misleads you when you look at the cover, and you're just like, you think it's like a slasher type thing. They're just these clunky robots. Why do they have arms? I don't know. But they even have arms that seem like worthless, but I don't know.
Hey, dude, they were choking. They were cracking dudes' freaking throats with those, man.
Yeah, well, that's true. And the other thing is like, where is this mall where you have to have this intense of a security? Like, what are the problems plaguing this mall?
It looks like
it seems like a rather successful mall to have to go to these drastic measures.
Wait a minute, if you steal an Orange Julius, you're going to be murdered by a robot? These also seem like the extreme. You know what I'm saying? They weren't trying to arrest the people. They weren't finding the people. They were murdering. And you'd say, well, they were crazy robots and they went crazy and started murdering people, but they still had all the equipment to murder people. You know what I'm saying? To murder people.
Yeah, it's not like they were like just shooting like handcuffs at people or nets,
or darts to knock them out or something.
They have fucking lasers.
Yeah, lasers can blow up the head that you find out.
I think they said those lasers are supposed to be used to like open the doors. They could like zap through, like laser through the doors or something.
That's just some bullshit.
But
No, but I love the movie. I love Kelly Maroney. I love Barbara Crampton. The dudes are funny. I love how they're like, we're gonna go Rambo. I love how they're all little MacGyvers. They're like literally the smartest teenagers in any movie, except for they just can't get out of this fucking mall. But they keep repeatedly using the same tactic on these damn robots, just shooting at it, right? But they like blow up the elevator and all that kind of stuff. And I did not ever know or even see until this time that there was a post-credit scene in this movie. That was the first time I've ever noticed that.
No way.
You didn't know there was a post-credit scene?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. After the credits, it goes back to the mall and another robot shows up, goes right up to the camera and says, "Thank you. Have a nice day."
Also, robot.
So I think right now is prime time to do a Chopping Mall soft reboot remake where it's the same people that survived. Kelly Maroney can come back and that dweeb, and it's set like however many years later. It's 35 years later.
Like, is there malls anywhere? That's gonna be the problem. Finding a mall.
Well, they work at the same mall, and the mall's closing.
It's probably gone.
And the robot has been hiding there the entire time. He's like the Phantom of the mall. That was actually one of the original ideas. They wanted to do something set in a mall. I guess they had access to a mall. And the original idea was like Phantom of the Opera, but at a mall. Like it's a dude that like lives underground in the mall, and it's his mall. I don't know. Seems weird.
I gotta find what mall it was. Sherman Oaks Galleria. Let's see if it's still open.
It's the same mall that a lot of shit was shot there. I'm trying to think right now. Oh my God. Fast Times at Ridgemont High was shot there. What else? There's something else that's very popular that was shot there. Commando and Fast Times at Ridgemont High were both shot at that mall.
Nice. Yeah, I'm sure it was probably cheap as hell to just, because the mall is closed at night, so they probably got that cheap as hell to just be like, hey, we're going to come and throw you guys some bucks to let us film here at night.
Yeah. I mean, that's what George Romero did, and that's what Kevin Smith did.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I love it. It's great too, bro. I love just like how it starts. You know, they're the guy's like kind of giving his presentation about the robots and why they need them and what they'll do. And you just got those two, like that couple or whatever, and they're just muttering back and forth with each other. But I love it. Like right towards the end, he's like, there will absolutely no possible way that anything at all could go wrong. You're like, dang, you know it's about to just go downhill. Like it's a little, it's campy as hell, but it's funny. I love it, bro. It'd been a minute for me too, I'd say. I haven't seen it in a couple years. Not that long, but yeah, I still have fun with it, man. I like the characters. The guys are all cool, you know. They're you know, is it Chip? He looks like a Chip, the guy always chewing gum. And I mean his girl is dope. I wonder if they got the rights for that little Playboy bunny. I wonder if Hef let him use that, you know? Let him use the Playboy bunny logo.
She's the one that gets her head blown up, right?
Yeah.
And she gets shot on the ass right before, and like her ass doesn't blow up.
Nah.
But
just like a black spot.
Yeah. But then her head blows the fuck up. Like, and it's like this splurt of blood hits the window. Like it's just like the most like it's one of the most gnarly, like it comes out of nowhere. Like this movie is not very bloody.
Yeah.
And then they were like, they were like, they just put it all in that one scene, bro.
Yeah.
And my favorite part is they do that cheesy 80s thing where they do the moving, you know, they do the video of the person and then a steel frame, you know, a freeze frame, and then they show the name of the person. And on her, they show the actress's name as her head is being blown up. Oh my God.
It's crazy. They're all watching too, you know, like that shit. It just goes chaos at that moment, bro. Cause like, what the fuck? That's funny though. I almost think I know Jim Wynorski did it, but every time I see Dick Miller, I'm like, yo, did Mick Garris secretly direct this, bro? You know, or Joe Dante.
Yeah.
I love Joe Dante.
But yeah, I love the movie, man. It's got a great set of characters. You know, it's cheesy, yeah, of course, but I mean, that's like the charm of it, bro. It's got some cool effects. You know, you could tell they made this for nothing. Yeah. I can guarantee it. And I think it came out pretty good, man. I have a lot of fun with it. You know, it's not too long. What is it, like an hour?
I think it's an hour and a half on the button. We're close to that. It's not a long film. It doesn't feel like it drags though. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect.
No, 76 minutes.
Yeah, that's what's it's like an hour and like it's less than an hour.
I was gonna say an hour and 20, but it's
because
like an hour and 10.
I like a movie. I respect a movie like this. It's like, you know what? We ain't got even an hour and a half in this plot. Like it's that thin.
Robbie, did you say the original plot was like a Phantom of the Menace, a Phantom of the Opera, not Phantom of the Menace, Phantom of the Opera type thing?
No, it was Phantom of the Phantom Menace in a mall. No, yeah, like a Phantom of the Mall, like some dude that like lives there and becomes obsessed with somebody that's like a clerk at a shop or something. And
we can see they made a movie basically the same concept at that same mall, right?
What was it? Was that?
It's called Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge.
What?
Was shot at that mall.
Phantom of the Mall.
Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. This guy dies, and they build a mall at his old house where he died at. And
why does this isn't a sequel?
No, this is.
So why does it have a subtitle?
I don't know. I don't know.
Were they trying to Harry Potter it? They were trying to like.
Dude, I looked up that mall. It's still open, and they've done a lot of movies at that mall. Holy shit! Including Terminator 2 and Back to the Future 2.
Nice.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's a cool mall. I want to know what are y'all's favorite characters in the film?
I was just gonna ask.
Okay, like I think that I like the even-headedness of Kelly Maroney's character, right? I think she's a cutie. I've always liked her.
Daughter.
This same director, right, did a movie with her that I have on DVD called a Hot Tub Scream Queen Party or something like that. Scream Queen Hot Tub Party. And I appreciate that movie for certain bits with Kelly Maroney. But what was I even saying? But she gets the little bit at the end. That's cool. And the chewing gum guy is cool or whatever. John, what about you? What are some characters that you like?
Well, I love Dick Miller. He's only in it for 2 minutes, but that's a big part of my childhood. You know what I'm saying? What film was he not in when you were a kid? You know what I'm saying? He's in everything. So I appreciate him being in it. If he's in it, I don't think he's even in it 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You just see him as a janitor. He's arguing. Maybe that's why he did it. Like, hey, we want you to be in here because I'm too good for this.
He always popped up in those Corman pictures and shit, right?
He's in tons of stuff. So my biggest memory is probably Gremlins, but what wasn't he in? I mean, he's in everything. I don't know. It was a great cast. I really do. You're right. I like Crampton because she was in, she's from Reanimator, right? And she's in so many other films that I think I grew up with. Reanimator, you introduced me to, but that was one I didn't know.
Have you watched From Beyond yet?
I haven't.
You need to. I'll let you borrow it.
And I don't know. The cast is all, the standouts are the scream queens that are in it, but everybody else is pretty much the generic jock, the generic geek guy, which is weird because the geek guy was better looking than some of the other guys. We took off his glasses, but he's got glasses on, so he's the loser.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, wait a minute. And
then he's the one that gets the fake death.
Yes. Yeah. He's okay.
Comes out with a toilet roll on his head.
Yeah.
He was like, he's got like a toilet roll.
Yeah, a whole thing of toilet. It's okay.
I'm okay. I made it.
Head injuries do bleed a lot, so I will say that. The one thing about this, I love me some Barbara Crampton, but I cannot stand her character in this movie. She's so freaking stupid, man. She's the dumbest out of all of them, man. She wrecks the whole goddamn plan. She's barely in it. She got pretty quickly. Yeah. Obviously, Kelly Maroney. Cute as a button, but she has the same haircut my mom had at that time, so that's a weird thing there.
It is a weird haircut.
Yeah, it's just the 80s hair, right? Mm-hmm. But all the dudes are like, so you're right. They're the dudes themselves. Only the chewing gum guy has like a distinct personality for me. Like the rest of them are all just kind of the same. The one dude that's in there was in Freddy, 4 and 5? One of those dudes. I don't remember which one, but he's in
the guy that was dating Barbara Crampton.
Is that him? Because somebody in this movie was in 2 of the Freddy movies.
The guy who gets thrown over. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. Because now that you say that, I think I recognize his face.
I bet John's looking it up.
I am looking it up.
I can see his computer.
That Rick guy was in Friday the 13th Part 2.
Really? There are a lot of people in Friday the 13th Part 2.
Sure.
There's like half the counselors didn't even come back home to get killed.
Yeah, all right. You're doing that. I guess Dick Miller would probably be my favorite, and then the girl with the Playboy bunny underwear.
Of course.
Yo, she's got the best kill.
She's got the best kill, and she's got huge tracts of land.
Yeah. She's not too bad looking. she's barely in the film, but she does have her death is pretty badass.
It's so dope. It's right up there with like the Scanner's death.
Oh, what about that bit where like that dude's like firing, trying to hit the bomb or whatever, and he just keeps missing it, and Kelly just grabs it from him and just like perfect shot, man. It's pretty dope.
Well,
you know, she learned how to shoot.
Daughter.
She learned how to shoot Night of the Comet. Like this is actually a sequel to Night of the Comet and a prequel to Power Rangers, because these are, you know, Alpha 5. This is Alpha 1, 2, and 3.
Wasn't Night of the Comet also filmed at the same fucking mall?
Oh, was it?
Yes, it was.
Bruh. So this is just an LA mall that they're just like, sure, come here, Sherman Oaks. Let's do it.
Night of the Comet, Commando, Back to the Future 2, Terminator 2, Mother, that Phantom of the Mall movie, Inner Space, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, of course, Chopping Mall.
That's awesome.
I want to see that Phantom. We got to watch that movie now.
Yeah, we do. We have to find out what weird ass company has managed to find the ways to put this out with a new 4K scan.
Blu-rays of the film is planned for release by Arrow Films in 2021.
Yes, you can always count on Arrow.
Yeah,
a young man who apparently died.
Hasn't done any.
Mall is built over his house, and then in mystery. Let's see, shopping mall. Blah 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 blah. Blah. I don't know. I can't read all that. But basically, it's like Phantom of the Opera, but a mall. But it's a guy that died before the mall was built there. I'm like, why is he at the mall?
This is gonna be a bit.
Phantom of the Mall. It is.
Yeah.
It'll become
this
our most like.
Lives under the mall. He's mad at the mall because they took his life from him or fired him 20 years ago, and he decided to just keep living under the mall.
I'm down with it. But you know what else is really good in this movie?
Yeah. What?
The music.
It is.
I love the music in this film. It's got these quirky bits to it, but then it's got this ethereal, almost like near dark sounding score. All right. At the same time, so it's doing these like near dark kind of things in the midst of this like it's so 80s, but it's not creepy, but there's a creepy element to it, and there's a goofy element to it that I find rather fascinating with the soundtrack and score.
Yeah, the score is great, no doubt. It adds definitely adds.
You see, Steve, according to IMDb, Susie Slater was often cast for her physical attributes.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Definitely does.
If you got it, flaunt it.
I wonder if she was in Playboy, and that's how maybe she was able to wear the underwear.
I mean, same way you can have a Mickey Mouse telephone in a movie. I mean, it's a product, it's a brand, it's already licensed, right? So.
Yeah, I don't know how that should be working.
Nowadays, they're not like that. You know what I'm saying? People are very hesitant. You got to make up stuff. What are you drinking? Oh, a Popsy. Like, what is that? No, that's a brand. A Diet Cock. Like, what?
Right. Fucking crazy. John, did you pick up the Vestron Blu-ray?
I didn't pick up the Blu-ray. I was tempted to pick it up. I'm sort of on a financial lockdown. I had to get some work done to my house, so I'm trying not to spend money.
No, I hear it, brother.
So
but yeah, it's a good. If you are a fan, one day I'd recommend to pick it up because they did.
I'll pick it
a good job.
Yeah, I'll pick it up at one point.
Yeah, it's got a little commentary with the director Kelly Maroney and Steve Mitchell, which I guess was second unit director. That name sounds familiar, Steve Mitchell.
It's also a really good transfer of the film. It looks really nice. And I'm sure it's the one that's on Amazon. Did you watch it on Amazon, right? Because it's there, I think.
Yeah,
it's not Amazon, but it's a rental. It's like $2.
Oh, I thought it used to be part of Prime.
It's on Tubi for free, but that you got commercials.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched it on Pluto. It's also free on Pluto with commercials.
Nice.
But it's uncut. I mean, at least Pluto was like, oh, we don't care. There's commercials, but here's also some boobs.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, that's good. Tubi's the same way.
It's really jarring to see like an uncut movie and then see like commercials for the new Ford truck. And I'm like, what?
Right. Yeah, if you watched it on Pluto, it probably was the Vestron release. I think that's like the only way you're really going to watch it.
By any stretch of imagination, the quality was fine, but I'll definitely pick up Blu-ray. I mean, if it's a movie I like, I try to pick up the blues. You know what I'm saying? Support the company. And then the best picture quality, is blue. So I'll pick it up at some point.
John
Yeah,
is a
no
physical
doubt.
media supporter.
Yes.
Hells yeah. I know he's got that awesome Godzilla set from Criterion. That thing is
Criterion's
big.
got a half off sale right now, John, going on. So
Ooh.
yeah, Barnes and Noble. So
I just
He's
spent a
like,
bunch of money on Steam though, so I hold off.
what's that?
I spent a bunch of money on Steam. Steam's big summer sale. Steam's a video game service.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know. Okay, I get you.
So I was like, I'm not spending any money, and then Steam had their sale, and I spent $100.
Yeah.
Like nothing else.
I couldn't really take advantage of it, but I did buy a Brazil. I managed to squeak that out. So
Nice. Is that like Criterion or something? Or
yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm a Gilliam
What is
fan.
it?
Brazil. You ever seen Brazil? Sci-fi movie.
Gilliam?
Terry Gilliam. I love that film. That film
so.
to me is fucking brilliant. And I was thinking about it because the first episode of Loki made me think of Brazil, like with the bureaucratic nature
Oh yeah.
of what was going on with the TVA. Like that's something that's reflected. It's a really cool movie, Dylan. That I think it would. You should find if it's somewhere you can stream it or something because it's cool. But you'll want to watch it a few times.
Watch
there's
all
a
of
lot.
these films. I've seen them. Terry Gilliam's a
Genius. And it's the second part of the Dreamer trilogy, which is this loosely connected trilogy about like dreamers. And the first one's The Adventures of Baron von Munchausen. It's the dreamer as a child. Brazil's the dreamer as an adult. And then Time Bandits is the dreamer as the old man. Or did I mix that up?
I think Time Bandits, isn't he the kid?
Yeah, Time Bandits is the kid. Adventures of Baron von Munchausen is the dreamer as an old man. So,
But yeah, I love 12 Monkeys. I mean, I love
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Bro, you're right. 12 Monkeys is an amazing film.
Terry Gilliam.
Jabberwocky.
Awesome. Yeah.
I've seen.
He co-directed all the Python films too, by the way.
I never saw. Did it ever get released? His Dying Coyote film ever get released?
I never noticed. I'm sure it got released, but at some point. But I don't think it's like a fully finished film. That's like the cursed film, right?
Yeah, I thought he finally finished it, and he brought it to some like film festival or something. And then it got delayed. Like the theatrical release got delayed. I don't know.
Yeah,
I gotta look him up. See what happened to that film.
Brazil's a good one. And here's something interesting for you too: is Robert De Niro's in that film, bro. So
wow, really?
Yeah,
definitely.
it's like from the '80s, I think. Pretty sure it's like I don't know, like probably like what is it? 84, 85, 83, something like that.
It's finished. When does it get a theatrical release?
It's the cursed movie, man. Never.
Did you ever watch The Amusement Park?
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't done a Shudder thing yet.
Yeah.
I need to, but it's
I get it, dog.
I can't even. I don't know, man. It's just you got shows every night. You got obligations. You got social things. You got. It's
only an hour, but
I get that.
Yeah,
man, I understand.
Get a chance. It's all right. I'm just asking.
Bruh, Jesus.
You watch a lot.
Why are you hostile at me? Why are you hostile at me?
What? I'm trying to be nice about it.
What'd you say?
The Man Who Killed Don Coyote is on Blu-ray, so we missed the release and everything. It got good reviews. It won 4 awards.
Really? What year did it come out?
It came out in 2018, so we're a little behind.
Where were we?
I don't know, because I remember it being delayed and delayed. You're right. And then I didn't know what finally came out. So
well, shit, we should watch it sometime.
Yeah. $10 for the Blu-ray. I'll probably just pick it up on Blu-ray, and if I regret it, it's $10. I'm not going to lose $10.
What'd you guys think about the music in Chopping Mall? You guys have any thoughts about it?
I told you I liked it.
I liked it. I think I enjoyed the music. For a film that felt like I went in to rewatch, because it's been a few years since I've seen it. But I did watch it like a few years ago, and then I recently watched it this week. But I went in with low expectations, be like, oh, I know they're on a budget, and they're basically just using this mall at night. But rewatching it, I was impressed by the special effects. I'm impressed by the robots. I think they look pretty badass. And I was impressed by the soundtrack. And it's got a good cast. So for the most part, it's got a good cast. So I think, for a film that had a budget, or you think it had a budget, it kind of checked the boxes, you know what I'm saying, with the music and the cast and the concept's kind of crazy, especially, again, they had multiple attempts to get out of that fucking mall, but anyway.
Did we mention yet on the show that this movie was originally released as Killbots and tanked? So then they re-released it as Chopping Mall.
Did they? I thought they just told the people, like, they told the people, the actors, it was Chopping Mall, or they didn't know what it was going to be called, and then out of nowhere, like on the set, they said it's going to be Killbots, and they're like, we ain't sign up for Killbots, and then they changed it to Chopping Mall because nobody liked it. They actually
Concord
released it.
Here it goes. Concord Pictures released the film in limited theaters in March of '86. And it was known during production as Robots and then Killbots. Upon initial release as Killbots, the film did poorly at the box office. However, it fared better when it was re-released as Chopping Mall.
Yeah. Huh.
It had a budget of an estimated $800,000, and I don't have any information here on what it actually made. But surely with the
800,000.
What's that?
I doubt it was 800,000.
Well, that's estimated because I don't think that
a lot of times, like they said, Adam Green said that, like, go look up Victor Crowley. I think he said it said like 1 million or 2 million. He's like, dude, I wish I had that. Like, he's like, and then I think he like mouths it on the Joe Bob Briggs show that fucking Victor Crowley. He made for like $400,000 to $600,000.
Well, the budget could be other things. The budget could be like the marketing and the packaging of the Blu-rays.
That's true.
Oh yeah, we don't know how much the Concord spent overall.
Yeah,
because back in those days they would put newspaper ads out and things like that. And there's
probably some Killbot figures. Probably not, but that would have been cool.
Dude, like, there's a missed opportunity. Can we get a Killbot figure?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Would I buy it? I don't know.
Can we get one? I don't know if I'd buy it, but
I don't know if I'd buy it, but there's probably not a strong enough market to really actually do an action figure. Because you know what it would be? It would be NECA.
$30 NECA for it.
Well, no, here's the thing though. It'd be NECA, and they do a weird stretch, and they would do a limited edition box set available only at SDCC or some bullshit, right? Of all three for $100.
All three.
You're like, it's literally the same fucking figure. You're like, we have that one has green lasers.
Yeah. And this one has red and that one has blue. Fucking crazy.
I remember the first time I watched this and being like, ooh, what color lasers are the third one gonna have?
I know, because when they're shooting them, they are different colors.
Yeah, and there's a moment in the film where they're explaining that each level has one Killbot, right?
Yeah.
And they're colored in the colors of the Killbot's laser.
Oh, right. Yeah. I forgot.
Just seems like a rather expensive solution to security at a suburban mall in '86.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, dude.
Overkill.
The guy that steals it from the record store at the beginning, and he's got that whole album, that vinyl under his shirt. Remember, he's in the first sex in the movie. He's the one that was in those Nightmare on Elm Street films.
Oh shit! So it's just a random bit character.
He's in it for 2 seconds.
Right.
You can tell he's got like a stack of vinyls under his shirt.
Right. Huge freaking box under his fucking chest.
I just remember reading that somebody was.
Yeah, somebody saw him stealing that vinyl, and they're like, "That guy's got to be in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4."
Yeah. We gotta get him. We gotta. That's something. Yeah, but I honestly, I like the cast overall. You know, I think the guys, like I was saying before, I think all of them like kind of play their part, and they make it a little goofier, but like, you know, in a way, kind of realistic. Because like the chewing gum guy, you know, fucking just kind of like your average jock. And you got them trying to tag along the little goofy guy to hook him up with Kelly Maroney and shit. But
well, that dude, by the way, doesn't that dude, the chewing gum guy, he's the guy that dies when he's going to go get cigarettes, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And then she comes to follow the girl, Playboy Bunny girl. She comes to follow him. And I don't know how she don't see his legs just sitting there. But she's like, where are you at? Where are you at? And then she bumps into him. And then she dies. And then Barbara Crampton dies third. So she does die pretty quick.
She gets caught on fire.
That's one thing I feel like I never.
I was gonna say she gets caught on fire, and her dude just shows up and sees his girl on that's terrible.
Yeah,
bro, that's a terrible ugh.
Why didn't you stay downstairs? He was bro. He was sulking.
I mean, what do you do though, man? So
I know, dude. That's rough.
They're all wearing their pants so damn high too.
He's like, I'm never gonna get one as good as that. and I wouldn't argue with him. Damn, she got toasty, bro. Whew. Hey, they went out with a bang at least. That's more than some folks can say.
I agree.
Yeah, they partied, they got it on, and then they died.
It's a weird thing, man, but okay, so it's a weird idea to think so they all work at the mall and they're gonna party at this it's like a furniture store or something, right? They're at a Dillard's probably, or at the time of J.C. Penney's or, whatever, right? And they're just fucking all these fucking model beds, right? Which is fun, but I mean, one time I worked at Hollywood Video and we had to do inventory one night, and we had some buddies call and be like, "Hey, what are you doing? We're in town." And we're like, "We're just doing inventory." And so they came over and we all got a bunch of liquor and we got tore up, bro. So. Partying at work when you're in your early 20s or late teens is something that you would totally be like, hell yeah, let's party at the movie theater, right, John?
Oh yeah, man. And we used to when we closed up, we'd watch movies and what else were we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? We had nothing else going on.
Yeah, right. Our town's got some jumping shit to do nowadays, but back in those days, it didn't.
Yeah, they definitely cater more to the younger. More bars and more local breweries with stuff to do. They added so much, but back in the day, Huntsville didn't have shit to do.
Yeah, we didn't have beers that were over 5. Oh, what about the weird bit where she's hiding under the thing and the fucking tarantulas crawl all over her?
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't see in the snake. I'm like, how did you get out? I didn't see what happened. I didn't see where that was damaged.
That's the scene where you see the cock starter.
Yeah, I got to rewatch that. I guess I was focused on the snake. And what about? Let's go back to the cigarette thing. He had enough money. Was he mad that it was $1.50 because she wanted the different cigarettes? Because he sees got all that change and he just seems like he's debating. Like, am I going to buy these fucking cigarettes?
I think he was just pissed off that he wasn't getting any right there and then.
How much are cigarettes now? They were $1.50 then. That was overpriced because remember it was a vending machine.
I don't buy cigarettes anymore, but I was at the store the other day. And I saw and noticed that the cheap cigarettes that I used to get that were $2.50 are now $5.75 or some shit.
And $1.50 was probably overpriced, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a vending machine. But I remember vending machines for cigarettes when I was a kid. They were out in the open and anybody could access them. Nothing was stopping kids from buying cigarettes.
They had the pull lever and everything. Yeah. And they made candy machines the exact same way.
Yeah,
they would be right next to each other, and kids would just. I mean,
Yeah, I remember. The kid I went to elementary school with, he smoked, and he would go to the store, and they're like, "Are these for you?" And he's like, "No, they're for my mom." And they're like, "Okay." So they even checked, but they said it was for his mom. So he just bought cigarettes, and he smoked all the time. And he was, fourth grade.
That's great. I mean, I used to be able to buy cigarettes for my mom when I was a kid.
They would just
what?
They knew your mom, or they would just ask you?
They knew my mom. Meaning, not personally, but they knew that I came in there with my mom, and so she would send me in. She'd be out in the car. She'd send me in. I'd be like, my mom's out in the car, and then eventually I was able to buy cigarettes there. I was a smoker. That's why I vape now, but I was a smoker from an early age.
Well, they definitely. Were more loose, even though there were restrictions. They're definitely very loose with those restrictions. Apparently,
they were back then, man. They were back then. I remember one time my uncle telling me to walk down to the corner store and buy him a 6-pack or a 4-pack of Schlitz or some shit, and they let me do it.
Jeez, oh Pete, my friend was working at a convenience store, Dante, and he had to leave, and his friend Randall was working there, and he sold cigarettes to a minor, and Dante got a huge fine.
I heard about that.
But he wasn't mad because he had a date with Kayla.
Yeah. The other thing is, I'm down here in Alabama, so they're back in the 80s. They were just like Skinnered on the radio. You walk into this hot, sweaty, muggy store. There's this fucking sweaty ass fucking dude wearing a tank top and like some short ass shorts, sitting there drinking the Mountain Dew, smoking a cigarette. And you'd be like, my uncle said he wants some Schlitz. And he'd be like, get on, boy. Come on.
Porno mags.
Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah, no shit.
Different.
I remember that first time ever looking at a porno mag and being like, why are they pouring milk on everybody? Anyway, moving on.
Shit. That's funny.
I gotta get this porno mag for my dad. Like, here you go. He needs these cigarettes. This porno mag,
boy.
It's
They probably didn't give a shit. They were just like, "Where? Show me the money. As long as you paying for it."
different time, man. A different time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. So is there anything else you guys want to mention before we get into the rating?
No, I just want to say that if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's a cool concept, and I feel that it's woefully underrated. You know what I'm saying? So
I have a question.
It's a cult following now, but yeah, go ahead, Robbie.
I have a question. What's the bit about the paint? Like, what does the paint do? The paint's supposed to get the robot stuck at the end or something, and then the paint thinner is what like causes the flare to. Why can't they just shoot these motherfuckers, but a flare and some paint thinner takes it out? Like, I don't know. I'm a bit unclear still.
Yeah, it doesn't make. I think they just needed a way to finish them off. Like, how about?
It's like the robot gets stuck, right? The robot gets stuck, and she throws the flare at it, and she does the nice bit where she's like, "Hey, have a nice day," and like that's a great moment.
Because that's what they say.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I love that too. I mean, this movie's not taking itself too seriously. Every time they kill someone, they're like, "Have a nice day."
Yeah.
And that's the director that did the voice of the robots, by the way.
Yeah, the movie's on, and my right now the movie's on, and the robot gets stuck in all the paint. She just said, "Hey, have a nice day." The robot then gets unstuck, throws, and then she throws it, and the entire goddamn store fucking blows up, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, the entire fucking store. Paint's not flammable. Is it the thinner? Why the paint then? Why not just the thinner? I don't understand that.
And they used that gas can to blow up that one. They should have got more gas cans. That should have been their plan for the rest of them. Because that gas can actually worked. Remember they blew up the gas can?
Yeah, these little fucking MacGyvers, bro.
Yeah. What's the MacGyvered one? I would MacGyver the same way. And there's only one gas can in the whole mall.
But I just don't understand why the paint was the paint to trap it, I guess. And whatever.
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna start picking apart things in this movie. You're gonna have a lot of fucking issues.
I guess it's supposed to blow them up somehow. It's a concoction she learned from her father, who's a Navy SEAL.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. That's why she was so good with the gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, you train her, or do you inherit? Like, if your dad's good with the gun, you're just born with really good trigger finger. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's genetics, man. It's genetics, baby.
Probably taking her to the range. I'm sure that's not the first time she shot a gun.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that makes more sense.
It's like funny as hell when they are shooting at the thing. I'm like, oh my god, like no one's ever gonna hit this shit. They're totally fucking it up. It is a funny moment, and she just grabs it and boom, because they were missing. It's kind of funny. You don't see that often where like everyone's just horribly missing unless they're like a stormtrooper, you know?
Yeah. Well, the robots are terrible at their precision.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many times where they're just firing these damn like lasers, and like these giant lasers, by the way, that if they're like this big, the beams, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they just miss the shit out of these kids that are not moving whatsoever.
Yeah, after they're
not moving.
Their head off, they can't hit these other people. Yeah. I was also going to point out that there are multiple movies where in the mall, they go and get a supply of guns and ammo. I've never seen a store in a mall, either sporting goods, a gun store where they have AR-15s and like, you know what I'm saying? I've never seen.
Yeah, I don't remember it from back then either. But in '86, I would have been 5. So
Yeah, maybe
there were.
It
I
used
don't
to
know.
be there in the mall. I've just never seen it.
Well, I mean,
Right.
like in
he's also right. He's
in
got
Romero,
like a can of propane.
yeah, in Romero's Dawn of the Dead, there's a gun store there, and I don't think that he had the budget to like. I think that was there.
Yeah,
you know, so maybe maybe it was.
Oh, there was gun. They had gun stores in malls, no doubt. So I went to.
You
a
remember
mall.
this? You remember this?
Dog, I've been in a mall that had a gun store in it. That's why I know.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I had a mall. I used to have a mall right down the street from me.
We're just saying the malls we've been to didn't. That's all.
I had to tear it down because
And I'm just saying that I just went to one that had it.
I've been to a Walmart that sold liquor. That blew my mind.
Oh yeah, in Michigan, all the big department stores have liquor licenses, and you have an aisle of like Jack Daniels and stuff. So you get your, get your ice cream, you get your whiskey.
Yeah.
Same location, and your shirts, underwear.
Yeah, and your toys and your Blu-rays.
Oh yeah, your rifle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your paint.
Shop, man. Yeah, I have paint there. I used to work at one of those, and I had to mix the paint.
Yep. Your cereal.
Yeah, I didn't have to throw it at a robot though. I was never attacked by a robot while I was working there.
I never got hired at Walmart because I said
You're
all I
lucky.
want to do is work the cereal aisle. They're like, that's not how it works. I was like, well, never mind. That would have been the best cereal aisle ever.
Oh yeah.
You just go work for like one of the General Mills or something.
Yeah,
I don't want to work for a cereal company. They all suck.
Is there a job where you work for the cereal company just eating the cereal and testing it? That would be your job.
I'd do that. I would just take free cereal and I'll review it. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about Chopping Mall.
All right. So let's get into the rating then, I guess. That was a weird stretch, no doubt. If any of y'all in the chat though that have seen Chopping Mall, make sure you throw your rating down below out of 1 to 5 slips or 1 to 5 ya digs or whatever you want to call it. 1 to 5 robots, maybe, as Jamie would say. I don't know. She'd have to be here to come up with a dope ass line for it. Hammer time though. What do you want to give this, my brother?
I'll give it a 3. You know what I'm saying? It's got a cool concept. The cast is pretty good. The special effects, given the budget, we don't really know how accurate that budget is because probably most of that went to distribution, and promotion and stuff. But I think it holds up well, and I think the special effects are actually pretty good. So it gets a lot of people slam it saying, oh, the special effects are okay, and you can tell it's a budget. I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't feel any worse than a lot of films in '86. And I would say it's visually as good as Johnny Five. I guarantee they had a bigger budget because that's Steve Gutenberg money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So a 3 out of 5 for me. 3 days.
Yeah, that's respectable. No doubt. I mean, it's definitely a Corman flick. I mean, it's Jim Wynorski, so it's gonna have like that feel. There's a bunch of Corman posters in the background. Corman and Jim Wynorski.
They watch is a Corman film.
Oh yeah, I thought that's what that was.
Yeah, when they're on that date or whatever, and they're on the couch watching a Corman film.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't think of the movie. Robbie, what did you want to give this, my brother?
Well, you know that when I judge a movie, I'm judging the movie on what it's attempting to be. If a movie's trying to stretch far and it doesn't do it, it hurts it. But if a movie's trying to stretch just enough and weirdly stretch, this movie is intentionally weird stretching. This movie is intentionally campy and cheesy. It's ridiculous. They know exactly what they're making. So that's what I'm taking into consideration. Yeah. This movie is fun to watch.
True.
This movie does not ever feel boring.
True.
This movie is one where everything that happens, you may question if you really think about it, but at the same time, you just buy it. It's a roller coaster ride at a cheap theme park, right? But it's the best cheap theme park roller coaster you've ever watched. It doesn't hurt your neck. It doesn't hurt your back. You don't feel like you're about to fly out. You feel safe and secure, and every once in a while, they blow you away. They do blow their shot a little too early with the head bust. That's the highlight. But based on what the movie was trying to do, And based on the rewatchability and the overall enjoyment, the music, you know, the boobs, you know, however you want to put it, like it's got everything that you want in a cheesy, dumb film to hang out with your friends and watch, right? I'm giving it 4 cock starters, my friend, out of 5.
Wow. Hey, we also got P Money in the house, Perry Comics.
Perry. Dude,
hey, Steve,
we should have totally had Perry on the Cobra review because he liked it better than everybody else on that panel, except for me. Like, Perry.
Really?
I'll holler at you soon, bro.
He's the kind of guy, though, that cuts pizza with scissors.
I love it, too, because I was ready for that part. Perry just released his reaction video, and on that part, he just goes, did I miss something? Like, what was the point of that? Like, it's the most surreal moment in that movie, filled with surreal moments, is that he cuts the fucking pizza with scissors. I don't know. I think it's supposed to show that he's just badass, but obviously watching his figure. Okay. So he's like, I like pizza, but it's high calorie.
All portions.
I'm only going to eat half of this. Scissors. You know, whatever. It's weird.
Steve came out with a good one, bro. 4 exploding heads out of 5. And Fable gave it 3 slips, and Kirby gave it 3.5. And Perry said, yo, Cobra was dope Cobra was so dope. Yeah, I do really enjoy the movie. It's not one I rewatch all the time, but it definitely, you know, I don't own it for no reason. I have watched it a lot of times over the years. It's just not one that I'm rewatching as much as like a Halloween, but I do enjoy it. It's got everything everything fucking a guy like me wants in a horror film. The gore could be a little bit better, but like Robbie said, they kind of blow their load with that fucking head exploding kill. But, you know, they don't have a lot of money, and, you know, it's just kind of fun, bro. Good score. You know, it's shot pretty decent, you know, and, you know, it's just wacky, bro. Killer fucking killbots coming at your ass, you know. They ain't playing either, bro. They're snapping necks, dog. Like, it's got some good moments. I'm giving it a 3 though. I'm gonna give it a 3. I was debating on 3.5, but it's a 3. It's wow to you, brother. I'm surprised you gave it a 4.
This movie's so fun to me, man.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie. It's just not one of my top ones. You know, Barbara Crampton, it's one of her weaker roles, to be honest. You know, you even said it, like, she can be a little stale, or stupid if you want to call it, but you know, and I love her, dude. I love her like way more than Kelly Maroney. Even though Kelly Maroney's great, but Barbara Crampton, bro, that's fucking Reanimator, son. Like,
I agree. I agree, but Kelly shines a little bit more in this one than Barbara.
She's great. She has a great charm to her, and she's incredible on Night of the Comet. You know, she plays more. It's a different role. She's more of a good girl in this. You know, in the other, she's a cheerleader and more badass, shooting Uzis in a cheerleader outfit. And you know, she had a lot of, you know, range. She was actually a great actress. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a great movie to watch, no doubt, man. And it's one me and my little brother always loved to watch. Can't go wrong with it. We're playing some bit here.
What happened to Robbie? What happened to Robbie?
I don't know. That concludes the review. Hammer time. You got some fucking show and tell, my brother?
I don't, man. I bought some stuff on Steam. I really haven't been buying anything, to be honest with you.
I know.
Sort of been on lockdown with the money, trying to get stuff done to my house, and then I'll probably buy some more toys. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I kind of hold on. I'm trying to think if I bought anything recently, and I don't see anything around here that I bought. So just, again, slow down a little bit. I did buy, and I have to find them. I did buy my replacement. When I moved down here, a bunch of my games were stolen, so I rebought some of my missing Zelda games. Because I have a Zelda collection, but I'm missing some of the GameCube games, so I rebought those. And I
Oh,
overpaid
really?
for them, to be honest with you. Everybody collects Zelda shit now, apparently. So I overpaid for them, but again, trying to restore the collection. It sucks that it was stolen, but it is what it is.
What got stolen?
When I moved out, a bunch of my video games got
Your
stolen.
Zelda stuff. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I rebought some of the Zelda games recently. I might have them somewhere. Let me see if I have them.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, I rebought these ones.
When you played them, did you play them on a classic console?
I have a GameCube. Yeah.
Oh, you got the GameCube ones.
I have
Nice.
a Japanese GameCube that was a launch GameCube that I bought when the GameCube came out. Actually, I got it as a Christmas gift. So
What do you?
my original GameCube. I play them on the Wii.
Have you seen those consoles that are made to play retro games but aren't licensed by like Nintendo or Sega or whatever? Do you know anything about those? Are those worth it? I've seen those at like Walmart and shit.
Most of them are junk. There's a couple that are decent, but most of them, honestly, since it's simulation, you might as well get one of the ones that are officially licensed, like the Nintendo Mini or the Genesis Mini. And I realized, hey, I want the cartridge or whatever. But have you seen how much some of those cartridges? Oh yeah, I'm getting the Skyward Sword HD re-release because for the Switch. That comes out next week. And I don't know, but the problem is now those Nintendo ones are out of, you can't get them anymore. They discontinued all the minis. The only thing you can find is the Genesis Mini. I kind of went nuts with the minis because I have the Genesis Mini, I have the TurboGrafx 16 Mini, NES Mini, the Super Nintendo Mini, the Super Famicom Mini, and the Neo Geo Mini. So I kind of went bananas with the mini consoles. But those can all be hacked. So that's the way to go if you can get one of the minis.
Well, I got the Genesis because it was a gift from one of my homies and best friends, John Hammertime Holshoe. And I have the Atari 2600 one of the Atari flashbacks.
Yeah, I want to
with missile commands.
Minis, but since you can't get them anymore, it's hard to do that.
Yeah, so I'd like to get one of those, but I love that Genesis one. I was playing, I think, Tekken 3 or some shit the most, probably. I don't know which Tekken it is, but some Tekken on there.
Tekken's on the Genesis?
Yeah, on the Genesis Mini I got. There's a Tekken game on there. Or is it Virtual Fighter?
Virtual Fighter.
Okay, it's Virtual Fighter.
Right? It's got to be. It's Sega.
I thought it was Tekken.
I can't imagine Tekken's on the Genesis.
There's a Resident Evil game on there. There's some other things. What's the fighting game? Are you looking?
Virtual Fighter 2.
Virtual Fighter 2. That's the one then. They're like the same game almost, right? I guess just different characters. And you kept your boxes and everything. That's cool. I keep my boxes too.
Yeah, I got the boxes to all my mini consoles. So
I just got those too. I'd like the Neo Geo and I'd like the TurboGrafx. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, and Sega just put out one that's a little mini arcade machine that's got some of their arcade games on it. And Taito's doing the same thing where they're putting out a little mini arcade machine. Sort of like both similar to that Neo Geo. But it's a little arcade machine.
Can you plug it up to a TV?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
But the Sega one and the Taito one are really expensive compared to the Neo Geo one. Of course, a better selection of games, but I don't know. Those I don't know if I'm going to order or not. Expensive. I might have to since I've got all the rest of them. That's it. I don't have anything else to show and tell.
I think he's delayed a little bit from us.
Robbie, what you got, my brother?
All right. I'm a little bit on a spending freeze as well, but there's some really cool comics that came out this week. Let's point them out. Tales Told in Techno Horror, Season 1, Number 1. This is from Scout Comics. This is a really cool horror anthology. Every story is short and gets right to it, like setup and then a punchy ending, like old school Tales from the Crypt, eerie, creepy, stuff like that. Each chapter has like a book or a movie poster cover done specifically. And they are all done by the same artist. Like, look at that. Imposter Syndrome. They all just everything is so freaking cool in this. It's just a nice, fun little light thing that will make you feel like you're just, you're back in the 80s experiencing horror. Stray Dogs had some really dope new printings today. There's
I love that cover.
The Thing homage. There's the Evil Dead homage.
I love that one.
There's Midsummer. And this one, Psycho. So love those.
They did like 3 classics and then they did like a new age one.
I like how they're doing
Midsummer is really good.
they just announced some new ones. There's like a Crow and The Craft, and
I saw The Crow. I didn't see.
It's kind of boring, but there's a 28 Days Later one that looks really dope. And
that was the best one, I thought too.
I've been trying not to really spend money now. You know, things are tight. I got to get a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot going on, but I got a coupon from Amazon, and this was on sale, so I got it the cheapest I probably would ever find it. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger finally.
Oh, you got it.
And I got the Fly
finally,
collection.
brother.
Nice.
Now you can do the fucking Fly 1 and 2.
We got to have John on. We need to do all of these movies. John would be down for that.
Man, I don't know about all of them.
Let's do all of them, man. If we're gonna do it, do it.
No.
If we're gonna do it, do it. But anyway, that's my big horror purchase from the last couple of weeks. So
that's a beautiful, dude, the artwork.
It's a great set. Oh my goodness, man.
It's so
that looks
great.
Dope. That's amazing. So I'm very happy.
Because some of those Fly movies are only in the Vincent Price box sets, and those box sets are out of print, so they're extremely expensive. Yes. So it's nice to see, a Fly set. So it was, I thought I got a deal on mine, and you definitely got a better deal than I got.
That was it? That was all you had, Robbie?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I think, hold on, because I'm
trying not to spend a lot of money anymore, man. It's things are tight.
Hey, I hear you. I haven't gotten any. That's what
I ate bologna sandwiches with Cool Ranch Doritos for 3 days so that I could get this.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't think I showed this off, but I got this steelbook from Battle Beyond the Stars. It's not a horror movie. It's kind of like a ripoff of Star Wars, but a Corman flick. It's a fun movie though. It's got
that's a dope.
The guy who played Bill in the original It. He had like the long hair. He's got like the big mole on his face. He's in this. But the steelbook is great, man. It's an old Corman flick, rip off of Star Wars. Like Star Wars meets the Magnificent Seven, basically. I think I showed this last week too. I'm pretty sure I did, didn't I, Robbie? I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, you did.
But the only thing I got new this week was because I got Battle Beyond the Stars. I might have shown that already. The only thing I got new this week was Eight-Legged Freaks. I'm waiting on the Dead Zone to come, and then that's all I got coming from Scream Factory.
Yeah, I got Dead Zone coming too. I forgot about that.
It looks like they're using new cases, but this isn't a collector's edition. It's just a 2K scan. Fucking came all broken on the inside, so the disc won't stay in. I was worried. I was about to hit him up because I was like, man, if the fucking disc is all scratched up now. But I'm excited to check this out. New 2K scan. A new It's an Invasion, the making of Eight-Legged Freaks. So I always like this film. So I'm excited to check it out. It's never gotten a Blu-ray release in the States, so dope.
Nice.
So man, quick show and tell. I thought you'd been blowing this week, Robbie.
No.
I know. I went crazy.
I had a lot last time because I was off for 2 weeks and I had gotten a bunch of stuff that I had ordered in
Well, no,
May.
there's been sales. There was a bunch of sales going on, so I was just surprised you didn't get a bunch. I haven't gotten anything though.
I'm trying not even pay attention to what's going on right now.
That you gotta be, because once you start looking, you fuck yourself.
Yeah, I just happened to go on there one day and I saw that I have the coupon. And I saw this down there, and that's why I picked it up, because I've been wanting that one. So,
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's a great pickup. So next week, sneak peek. What you guys got for homework, my peeps? Next week we will be doing a double feature. Correct, Robbie? You said you're still down, or you?
Yeah.
All right. We'll be doing Stephen King's Silver Bullet and Bad Moon. And Bad Moon, bro, is one I've been trying to get Robbie to watch. I've been mentioning to want to watch it with Robbie probably since we've met. I love the movie, bro. So, I mean, I love Silver Bullet so much, but Bad Moon has a special place in my heart. Both of them really do, but just because it's Bad Moon, it has like, it's literally like a German Shepherd against a werewolf. It's so awesome, bro. You might tear up if you're a dog
I'm
lover.
excited. I'm excited to check it out. Yeah, probably not, but I'm excited to check it out.
You're
I
a
haven't
cat
seen
lover,
Silver
huh?
Bullet in a long time, so we'll see what happens.
Dude, I fucking love Silver Bullet so much. Oh my god. Yeah. So that Silver Bullet is probably on Amazon or Tubi, I think. Fucking the other one, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think. Oh, that's on Tubi, I think, as well, or Prime. I know it's got to be on Tubi because I remember before I owned Scream Factory of Bad Moon, I'd always watch it on Tubi. But dude, you could probably get the Bad Moon Blu-ray for about $12 to $15, I'd say.
I'm just gonna find it somewhere to watch.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you like it, you can pick it up when you get the money. But yeah, so that'll be fun, bro. I've been dying to do Silver Bullet, man. I was gonna actually do that for the werewolf horror fest, but when you threw Howling, I was like, you got to do American Werewolf in London. So I'm glad we can get this one. It's gonna be dope.
I'm excited. Full moon. Is it a full moon? It'd be cool if it was a full moon, but it's a werewolf double feature next week on Dylan's Horror Show.
Werewolf double feature, yes, sir. That would be dope if it is a full moon.
You ever seen any of those movies, John?
I've seen Silver Bullet a long time ago, so I need to rewatch it. I've never seen Bad Moon. I was just looking it up just now. I've never seen Bad Moon.
It's got that little kid from Dennis the Menace, the Nick Castle one. It's the kid who plays Dennis. He's like the little kid, but he's not really in it. It's really about like his mom and the brother, and then the dog. The dog, honestly, might be is the main character. It's fucking awesome.
Well, Mariel Hemingway's in it. Who plays the brother?
I forget his name. He's been in a few things though. He was in Village of the Damned. He plays like the boyfriend that crashes the truck. I don't know if you remember John Carpenter's Village of the Damned.
Oh yeah. I'm looking him up right now to see what else he's. Holy God, he's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot.
Holy crap! I mean, this guy's never taken a break.
Yeah, he does a lot of small role stuff too, So I'm sure he's got a lot.
Yeah, I mean, these all could be smaller bits, but he's got quite the. I went to IMDb and my scroll wheel will go on for an hour.
Yeah,
so he's been around. So they both like cool films. I'll definitely probably check out the video.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. So you guys got your homework to do. Robbie, what you got coming up on the channel this week, my brother?
Well, all the usual. PCP movie night next week is The Fifth Element. We got Dylan's Horror Show, of course, next week. Thursday night, I'll be joined on the show by Caps on Comics and Dank Comics. It's going to be a really fun bit that you're not going to want to miss. Weekly comic book review, of course. And then the big thing, though, is tomorrow night, Rockin' Robbie Live, baby, 7 p.m. Central Time. Let's do it. Pop.
I was just going to say, what? No stream tomorrow?
Yeah, we got that. Also, you can check out, my latest stuff, the weekly pop culture wrap-up dropped this morning. We talk about some new comic book announcements and solicitations, trailer reactions and whatnot. I was on Comic Storian and Jim Mint Collectibles last night for the Loki episode 5 discussion. That was a really great, fun discussion with some really great dudes. Comic Tom 101, Very Gary Comics, Pressable Defects, and of course, Comic Storian and Jim Mint Collectibles. And we were even joined by Fee-Mint last night. That was a fun grand old time. So,
man, I can't wait for episode 6. Went quick, man.
That's what happens with these things, man.
I know they're only 6 episodes, so but dude, I'm excited to see because they're holding out, bro. Nobody knows shit. Everyone just thinks Kang the Conqueror. I could see it being Loki though. I could see it being a Loki. Some people think Miss Minutes, and I'm like, dude, that would be so fucking dumb.
I said this last night, or do they expect that they're gonna walk into that castle and there's a giant fucking clock with the face? Like, what is Miss Minutes? Like,
I don't know what.
I'm real.
the only thing I think it's either Loki or I guess Kang, because they have said that he's gonna be in Ant-Man 3. You know.
Yeah, but I don't think it's Kang. I think it's a Loki.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. Everybody thought
cool,
Mephisto was going to be in WandaVision.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that I knew wasn't gonna fucking happen. Like, ain't no fucking
Did you?
Mephisto coming.
Did you?
No way. They would save that for a fucking movie, and that's why
I remember being like, I remember doing a critical incision on WandaVision.
Yeah.
My little bit, right? And I remember being like, Agatha is working for someone. The devil.
Well, she still could be. She probably could be. I bet that's something we would find out in a movie, though.
But the thing is, the movie, the shows are not. The shows are fill-ins. The shows are fill-ins. They're like tie-in event to an event, right? So they're not essential. So nothing essential, like the introduction of a major cinematic villain like Kang, is going to happen in one of these films.
The only one we've gotten is Val, and she seems pretty small. I know she's probably going to have a bigger role coming up because she's like kind of forming a team, but she just feels kind of like
I think that's just leading into like a Thunderbolt show or something. Though.
Exactly. So it's like they're not really giving us new stuff. It would be cool because, make it so that at least the people that are watching, make it worth it. But I don't know. It's going to be something fucking probably Loki, man. Probably, I feel like that's what it's going to be. It would be dope, though, if it was Kang.
It would. I hope it is.
Yeah. Some people thought Doctor Doom or something because of the tower, but no way.
You don't introduce Doctor Doom that way. That would be terrible.
Way. No way. But yeah.
Commit to the bit, Billy.
All right. All right, everyone. I do appreciate everyone coming and hanging out tonight. Thank you, Hammer. You are the best. Thanks to everyone who came out. My man Billy, Fable. We had Perry up in here, 62. Wasteland. Wasteland was the first up in this motherfucker, too. Kirby, Steve Clifton, Albert, Ace. Toby was up in here. I know John was here earlier, but I'm sure he's long gone. I don't know if I saw TM tonight. Craig was up in here. I swear I don't think I saw TM. Supreme Comics Girl, my man Kevin from Entropy Economics. What'd you say, Robbie? Kitten Puke.
Someone go check on Travis.
Yeah, well, if somebody go check on Travis, make sure he cool, bro. Kitten Puke was in here. Tom's Comics, Books and Reviews, and I think that was it. Oh, Missing Link stopped in too for a bit. My man. Yeah, dude. So thanks everyone for hanging out. Fucking as always, dude, can't wait for next week. It's gonna be so dope. Werewolf double feature, bro. You can't go wrong with it.
Do that. If you decide to do the Fly movies, let me know, man.
No doubt. Oh, we will, no doubt. And hopefully we get you in there for that Puppet Master. I know that's when we do it, I'll be sure to get everyone's gonna probably get like at least a month or two in advance. Oh, yeah. It might have to wait until like after horror. I think it'll probably
series, right?
What do you mean?
You want to do all the Puppet Masters?
Which Puppet Masters you want to do?
Yeah, well, we could break them up. One day I want to do the Puppet Masters.
Do you have them, John?
Box set, bro. That was the deal.
He has them. Well, he has them.
I have them too.
I'm down for the Fly movies, though.
But I told you. You said I had to review them, so I gotta get them reviewed one day.
Yeah. If I gotta review them, then that's gonna be
no. I was just saying it'd be cool if you wanted to come, but we could probably split them up, bro. Like do like fucking 3 1 week, and then like another 3 a couple weeks later, because that's a lot. It's a lot.
Do them all, and it's a 12-hour video.
I don't know who would ever figure to try to do like 10 or 12 movies all in one night.
Yeah, you have to be a dick.
Wait till PCP Horror Fest, baby.
Yo, 62 next week. We're doing Silver Bullet, the Stephen King Corey Haim flick, and Bad Moon, 2 werewolf flicks. I know Bad Moon is on Tubi TV for free. Might even be on Amazon Prime. And Silver Bullet, I'm not sure what that's on. That might also be on Tubi. But I know you can rent it for probably like $2.99 on Prime. So yeah. All right, y'all. So yeah, that's the homework. Bad Moon, Silver Bullet. We'll catch y'all next week. Robbie, what are you doing Friday? The Fifth Element?
Yeah, Fifth Element.
Nice, bro. Nice. That's a good one. All right, y'all. Everyone have a great night as always. And station.